Hi, welcome to Maths classes. Let's solve question number 1 in exercise 2.2 chapter Polynomials of class 10 NCERT Maths. The topic is relationship between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. Let's understand the concept first before solving the problem. In general, if alpha and beta are zeros of the quadratic polynomial p of x, that is x square plus bx plus c, then sum of the zeros will be equal to minus b by a. That means minus b is nothing but coefficient of x by minus b by a. A is nothing but coefficient of x square. This is sum of zeros. Product of zeros, that is alpha into beta, is equal to, this will be equal to c by a. C is nothing but the constant term divided by coefficient of x square, which is a. So sum of zeros will always be equal to minus b by a, that is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, and product of zeros will always be equal to c by a, constant term by coefficient of x square. Let's solve a problem and verify this. See, the polynomial given is 2x square minus 8x plus 6. To find the zeros of the polynomial, what should you do? You should make p of x is equal to 0. The value of x for which p of x is equal to 0 will be the 0 of the polynomial. So, let's make p of x as 0. So this is a quadratic equation. How can you find the factors? By splitting method. So how do you do splitting method? Take constant term and coefficient of x square. 2 into 6, that is 12. This should be split into two terms, right? 12 as a product of two numbers. But their sum should be equal to coefficient of x, which is minus 8. So our target is sum should be equal to minus 8 and product of the numbers should be equal to 12. So what are the possibilities? 2 6 are 12. 6 plus 2 will become 8, but we should get minus 8. So this is not correct. 4 3s are 12. But 4 plus 3 is 7. So this is also not correct. If you take minus 2 and minus 6, minus 2 into minus 6, minus 2 into minus 6 is, minus into minus is plus, 6 into 2 is 12. So product is 12. If you do sum, minus 2 plus minus 6, what do you get? You get minus 8. So sum also is satisfied. So you can take the numbers minus 2 and minus 6. So split the middle term. Minus 8 as minus 8x can be split into minus 2x minus 6x plus 6. This is equal to 0. 2x square 2x. You can take 2x as common. You will get x minus 1. Here you have 6. Here you have 6. Here it is minus 1. So you will take minus 6 common. You will get x minus 1, which is equal to 0. X minus 1, x minus 1. So you can take x minus 1 common. You will get x minus 1 into 2x minus 6, which is equal to 0. So if you equate each term to 0, you will get value of x. X minus 1 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to 1. The other term is 2x minus 6. 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. That means 2x is equal to 6. X is equal to 6 by 2. That means x is equal to 3. So you got two roots of the polynomial. You can tell zeros of the polynomial. Sum of the zeros you can find now. These are the zeros of the polynomial or solutions of the polynomial. So one root is 1. 0 of the polynomial. First one, alpha you got as 1. And another 0 of the polynomial. This is a quadratic equation, so you will have two zeros. So, second one, let us consider it as beta. Zeros of the polynomial. These two are zeros of the polynomial. Now, let's verify this. Here sum of the zeros. So sum of the zeros is nothing but alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta, what do you get? 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is nothing but 4. Next, product of zeros. Alpha into beta is nothing but product of zeros. 1 into 3, that is 3. Now let us verify this. They told that sum of the zeros is minus b by a. See, this is the polynomial. Let us compare it with ax square plus bx plus c. This is a standard form of the polynomial p of x. If you compare, you get a is equal to 2, b is equal to, here bx, here you have minus 8x, that means b is equal to minus 8, c constant term, c is equal to 6. So they told sum of the zeros is minus b by a. Minus b by a means b is minus 8. So sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a means minus of minus 8 by a. A is what? 2. Minus of minus 8 is 8. That is equal to 8 by 2. 2 ones, 2 fours. So you got sum of the zeros is 4. See, here also when you did sum of the zeros you got 4. So this is verified. Next, product of zeros. Product of zeros, what they gave? C by a. C by a means constant term. C is 6 by a. A is 2. 2 ones, 2 threes. So you got answer product of zeros. C by a you got as 3. Here also when you did multiplication of the two zeros you got 3. So it is verified. So if for the quadratic polynomial x square plus bx plus c, sum of the zeros is minus b by a and product of zeros is c by a. Next, we understood quadratic polynomial. Now let us come to cubic polynomial. Cubic means, yes, the degree of the polynomial will be 3. Degree is nothing but the highest power. So general form of cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx plus c. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is the general form of cubic polynomial. So if alpha, beta, gamma are the zeros of the cubic polynomial, then sum of the zeros is given by minus b by a. Minus b by a means coefficient of minus coefficient of x square, coefficient of x square by a. A means coefficient of x cube, coefficient of x cube. This is sum of zeros. Then sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time. If 2 zeros are taken at a time, here there are total 3 zeros. If 2 zeros are taken at a time and product is done and they are sum up, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a. C by a means c is what? Coefficient of x, coefficient of x by a. A is nothing but coefficient of x cube. This is a is coefficient of x cube by coefficient of x cube. So alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is coefficient of x by coefficient of x cube. Next, product of zeros. Product of zeros, you have 3 zeros here, alpha, beta, gamma. Their product alpha into beta into gamma is nothing but minus d by a. Minus d, that means minus d is what? Constant. So minus constant term by a. A is what? Coefficient of x cube divided by coefficient of x cube. So cubic polynomial degree is 3. So we will have 3 zeros. So when you are telling the relationship between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial, you get alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is minus b by a, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a, and product of zeros, alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus d by a. Now let's verify. Let us consider a cubic polynomial p of x is equal to 2x cube minus 5x square minus 14x plus 8. If you find the zeros, that is, if you make p of x is equal to 0, you will get 3 roots, that is nothing but you will get 3 zeros, which are 4 minus 2, 1 by 2. So if you verify, p of 4 will become 0. P of minus 2 will become 0 and P of 1 by 2 will become 0. These three are zeros. So, you got alpha is equal to 4, beta is equal to minus 2 and gamma is equal to 1 by 2. Let's verify the relationship now. Alpha plus beta plus gamma. What do you get when you do alpha plus beta plus gamma? 4 plus minus 2 plus 1 by 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 plus 1 by 2 is what? 5 by 2. Now, so if you compare p of x with standard form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. The value of a is 2. The value of a is compare these two. General form and p of x. A is equal to 2. Value of b is equal to bx square plus bx square. Here you have minus 5x square. So b is equal to minus 5. C is equal to here plus cx. Here you have minus 14x. So c is equal to minus 14 plus d. D is equal to 8. Now, so sum of zeros is what? Minus b by a. That means what do you get sum of the zeros? Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to what? Minus b. That means minus of minus 5 by a. A is 2. You got what? 5 by 2. So here also you got 5 by 2. Here also you got 5 by 2. So this is verified. Now, let's do some of the products of zeros taken two at a time. Okay, that means alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. Alpha into beta, that means 4 into minus 2. 4 into minus 2 is minus 8 plus beta into gamma. That means minus 2 into 1 by 2. Minus 2 into 1 by 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. You will get minus 1 plus gamma into alpha. 1 by 2 into 4. Half into 4 is 2. So minus 8 minus 1. Minus 9 plus 2 is minus 7. So when you did alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, you got minus 7. Let's verify it now. What did they tell here? Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is c by a. C is what? Minus 14 by a is what? 2. So 2 ones, 2 sevens. You got minus 7. So both here and here is same. So second one is also verified. Next, let's do product of zeros. Alpha into beta into gamma. Okay. So alpha is 4. 4 into minus 2 into gamma is what? 1 by 2. 1 by 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. Now, here alpha into beta into gamma is what? Minus d by a. Minus d by a. D is what? 8 here. So, minus d means minus 8 by a. A is what? 2. So, 2 ones, 2 fours, you got minus 4. So, this is also verified. Minus 4 and minus 4. So, this is a relationship between zeros of the polynomial and coefficients of the polynomial. All these are verified. Now, let's start solving the problems. First problem. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. First, you should find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial and then verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. Let's start the problem. So, the given polynomial is p of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. How do you get zeros of the polynomial? We should make the value of x for which p of x is 0. Are nothing but the zeros of the polynomial. So, the equation is x square minus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic polynomial. How do you find zeros? We should find the factors. To find the factors, we will take the constant into coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square is 1. 1 into minus 8. We will use splitting method. You got minus 8. So, you should split minus 8 into two terms, two numbers, such that their product should be product should be minus 8 and sum of the numbers should be what? Coefficient of x, which is minus 2. Coefficient of x. So minus 2. Now split minus 8. How can you write 2 into minus 4? 2 into minus 4 is minus 8. So product is verified. So find the sum. 2 plus minus 4. What do you get? Minus 2. This is also verified. So minus 8 can be split as 2 into minus 4. So x square minus 2x should be written as plus 2x minus 4x minus 8, that is equal to 0. X square 2x, x is common, to take x as common, x plus 2. Here minus 4 minus 8, that means minus 4 can be taken as common. X minus into plus is minus, so you will get plus here. Minus into plus is minus, here you have minus. Then 4 2s are 8. That is equal to 0. X plus 2 in first term, second term also x plus 2. That can be taken as common. X plus 2 into, here what is left? X is left. In the second term minus 4 is left, is equal to 0. So you got factors x plus 2 and x minus 4. So make each factor to 0. X plus 2 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to minus 2. X minus 4 equal to 0, that is x is equal to plus 4. So you got zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial are what? Zeros of the polynomial p of x are minus 2, 4. Now let's verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. So zeros of the polynomial alpha is equal to minus 2, beta is equal to 4. Let's verify the relationship. We already know that if the polynomial is of the form ax square plus bx plus c, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, and alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Minus b by a means minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. C by a means constant term by coefficient of x. Question given is p of x is equal to what? X square minus 2x minus 8. If we compare this with ax square plus bx plus c, you get a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2, c is equal to minus 8. Now let's verify first some of the zeros. Alpha plus beta, this is LHS and RHS. Alpha plus beta, what do you get? Minus 2 plus 4. So you get 2. In RHS you have, when you compare, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. Minus b, that means minus b by a. Some of the zeros is minus b by a. Coefficient of minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. So minus b is what? Minus 2 by a. A is what? 1. So minus of minus 2 is plus 2. So LHS is equal to RHS. We are able to verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients, hence verified. Next, product of zeros. Alpha into beta. Alpha is minus 2, beta is 4. So minus 2 into 4 is minus a. RHS. Product of zeros. What do you know? Product of zeros. C by a, that is constant term by coefficient of x square. C by a. So value of c is minus a by a is 1. So minus 8 by 1 is minus 8. So LHS is equal to RHS here also. So we are able to verify the product of zeros also. So the relationship between zeros and the coefficients is verified. Let's solve second problem. 4s square minus 4s plus 1. To find zeros, what should you do? Make p of s to 0. So you should find the value of s for which p of s will become 0. This is quadratic equation, so you will use splitting method. So 1 is a constant, coefficient of s square is 4. So 4 into 1 is equal to 4. This 4 should be split into two numbers such that their product should be equal to 4 and their sum of these two numbers should be equal to coefficient of yes, that is middle term, coefficient of middle term. So it should be equal to minus 4. So how can you split it? 4 ones are 4. 4 into 1 is 4. So if you do the product, 4 into 1 you got what? 4. If you do the sum, 4 plus 1 is 5. But sum should be minus 4. So this is wrong. Next, what can you do? Minus 4 into minus 1. That is minus 4 into minus 1 will become plus 4. Product is verified, but sum minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. So this is also not verified. So 2 and 2, if you split 4 as 2 and 2, what do you get? 2 into 2 is 4. So product is verified. Sum 2 plus 2 is 4, but you should get minus 4. So this is also wrong. If you take minus 2, let's find the product. Minus 2 into minus 2, which is minus into minus is plus, 2 into 2 is 4. So product is verified here. Then sum minus 2 plus minus 2. So you will get minus 4. Sum here minus 4. So it is verified. So this splitting is correct. 4 can be split as minus 2 and minus 2. So this should be written as 4s square minus 2s. This middle term should be split. Minus 2s minus 2s. Here you got minus 2 minus 2. So this middle term should be split as minus 2s and minus 2s. Plus 1 is equal to 0. 4s square, 2s, s is common and you can take 2 also common. So take 2s as common, you will get here 4. So 2 into 2, 4. Next here s is there, here s square is there. So you will get s inside. S into s is s square minus 2s, already you took 2s outside. So in the second term you will get minus 1. 2s into 2s minus 1. Here it is minus inside. So you should take here minus outside. Minus 1 of nothing is common, so you will take 1. Minus 1. Minus into plus will become minus, so you will write plus here. 2s. Here it is plus, that means minus into minus is plus. Minus 1 is equal to 0. So you have two terms. In the first term you had 2s minus 1. In the second term is also 2s minus 1 is there. So you can take 2s minus 1 as common. So what is left in the first term? 2s is left. In the second term also 2s minus 1 will come, already came outside. So minus 1 is left. So see, each term should be equated to 0. 2s is equal to 1, s is equal to 1 by 2. So 1, 0 is 0 of the polynomial we should find, right? First one is 1 by 2. 2s minus 1. Again you got 2s minus 1. So 2s is equal to 1, s is equal to 1 by 2. So you got two zeros which are 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. Same thing you got. So we found the zeros of the polynomial. You got first 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 zeros of the polynomial. So zeros of the polynomial are alpha is equal to 1 by 2, beta is equal to 1 by 2. Now we should verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So the question, p of x is what? P of x. So here we have p of s. P of s is equal to 4s square minus 4s plus 1. If you compare this with a x square, p of x is equal to x square plus bx plus c. Here it is p of s, here it is x. So x is replaced by s, everything is same. The variable got changed. You will get what? A is equal to 4, b is equal to minus 4, c is equal to 1. Now let's verify LHS, RHS. Let's verify sum of the zeros first. Okay, sum of zeros. Sum of zeros, alpha plus beta. Alpha is what? 1 by 2. Beta is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is nothing but 1. Now, if you verify using coefficients, sum of the zeros is what? Minus b by a. That is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Minus b by a. So, minus of b is what? Minus 4. Minus 4 by a is 4. A is 4. Minus into minus is plus. So you get 4 by 4, that is 1. LHS is equal to RHS. So sum of the zeros we have verified with the coefficients. It is verified. Next, let's verify product of zeros. Product of zeros is alpha into beta. Alpha into beta, that means 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is into 1 by 2 is 1 by 4. Now product of zeros is what? C by A. Using the coefficients, if you find product of zeros, it is C by A. C is what? 1. 1 by A is what? 4. 1 by 4. So here also product of zeros is verified with the concept of coefficients of the polynomial. So hence verified LHS is equal to RHS. Hence we are able to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. Next, third question. 6x square p of x is given as 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. So you should find the zeros. How can you find zeros? The values of x for which p of x is 0. It's equal to 0. Now let's write 6x square. After x square, what term you will get? X term you will get. That means this minus 7x. Next constant minus 3 is equal to 0. This is quadratic equation. So we'll use splitting method. So coefficient of x square is 6. 6 into constant term is minus 3. So 6 into minus 3 you get minus 18. So this minus 18 should be split into two numbers. That two numbers product of the two numbers should be what? Minus 18. Product of the two numbers should be minus 18. Sum of the two numbers should be what? Coefficient of x. Coefficient of x you have minus 7 here. So sum should be minus 7. Let's do that. Minus 18. How can you split it? Minus 6 plus 3. So let's check the product. 6 minus 6 into plus 3. That is minus into plus is minus. 6 into 3 is 18. So product is verified. Here also it is minus 18. Next sum. Minus 6 plus 3. What do you get? Minus 3. But sum should be minus 7. So this first is wrong. Now let's take 18 can be written as 9 into 2. So let's take minus 9 plus 2. Let's find the product. Minus 9 into plus 2. Minus into plus is minus. 9 into 2 is 18. So minus 18. Next find the sum. Minus 9 plus 2. Minus 9 plus 2 is minus 7. So sum is also verified, minus 7. So you can take this number. So minus 18 can be split as minus 9 plus 2. So this middle term should be split in this way. Minus 9 and plus 2. 6x square minus 7x should be written as minus 9x plus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Here you have 6, here you have 9. Both these numbers are possible with in table 3. So 3 can be taken as common. X square x. So x can be taken as common. 3 2s are 6. Here it is 6. So 3 2s are 6. Here outside it is x. Here you have x square. So inside should be x. 3x into 2x is 6x square. Then minus. Here you have plus. Plus into minus is minus. 3 3s are 9. Next x is already outside. So you will get only 3. Then 2x minus 3, nothing is common, so we will take 1 as common. 1 into 2x minus 3. So in the two terms, 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3, both are common. So we will take 2x minus 3 common. If you take 2x minus 3 outside, in the first term what is left? 3x is left. And in the second term, plus 1 is equal to 0. Equate, you have two factors here, 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1. Equate each factor to 0. 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, 2x is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 by 2. Now second factor, 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. 3x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus 1 by 3. So you got zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial you got as 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. First part of the question is completed. Now, so zeros of the polynomial is what? Alpha is equal to minus 1 by 3. Beta is equal to 3 by 2. Now, the polynomial given is p of x is equal to 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. If you write this in the order of terms, 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Let's compare with the standard form of quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c. So you will get a is equal to 6, b is equal to minus 7, c is equal to minus 3. Now let's verify the relationship. First, sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros. Alpha plus beta. This is LHS. Here using the coefficients, you know that alpha plus beta is what? Minus b by a. This is RHS. Let's verify. Alpha plus beta. Alpha you got as what? Minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2. LCM is 6. You get minus 2 plus 2, 3 is a 6, 3, 3 is a 9. So you get 7 by 9 minus 2 is 7. 7 by 6. Next. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Minus b is what? Minus 7. Minus 7 by a is what? 6. So minus into minus is plus 7 by 6. So sum of the zeros. This relationship is verified now. Coefficients. If you take the coefficients, you got minus b by a. LHS is equal to RHS. Hence here sum of the zeros is verified. Next, product of zeros. Product of zeros. LHS, RHS. Alpha into beta. That is minus 1 by 3 into 3 by 2. 3 and 3 gets cancelled. You got minus 1 by 2. You know that coefficients. Using the coefficients you can tell that alpha into beta is c by a. That is constant term by coefficient of x square. C value is what? Minus 3. Minus 3 by a is minus. So a is plus 6. So 3 ones, 3 twos. You got minus 1 by 2. So product of zeros is also verified. Hence the relationship between here you got minus 1 by 2. Here you got minus 1 by 2. Hence it is verified. Relationship between zeros and the coefficients is verified. Next question. So it is given p of u is equal to 4u square plus 8u. How do you find zeros of the polynomial? The value of u for which p of u will become 0. That is zeros of the polynomial. So p of u is equal to 0. So 4u square plus 8u is equal to 0. Here you have 4, here you have 8. So 4 can be taken as common. U square and u can be taken as common. You get only one u inside. 4 2s are 8 is equal to 0. 4u is equal to 0. That means u is equal to 0 by 4. U is equal to 0. Next terms u plus 2. is equal to 0. That means u is equal to minus 2. Now you got zeros of the polynomial. You got two zeros, that is one is 0, another is minus 2. So first part of the question is finished. So zeros of the polynomial are alpha is equal to 0, beta is equal to minus 2. Now given question is what? P of u is equal to 4u square plus 8u. Now we know the general form of equation. P of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Whatever the variable, it is same. Just compare. A is equal to what? Here u square. Here also you can consider u square. So a is equal to 4. B is equal to bx. Here 8u. U or x variable is same, anything you can take. B is equal to 8. Here constant term is not there, so C will become 0. Now let's verify sum of the zeros first. Sum of zeros, alpha plus beta. Here also alpha plus beta, LHS. In RHS using the coefficients, you can tell coefficients of the polynomial, you can tell alpha plus beta is minus b by a. This is RHS. Alpha plus beta. So 0 plus minus 2. You got answer as minus 2. This is sum of the zeros. Product of the zeros minus b by a. B is what? 8 by a is what? 4. 4 ones 4 2, so RHS you got minus 2, so LHS is equal to RHS. So sum of the zeros is verified using both methods. Next, product of zeros. Product of zeros, alpha into beta. Using the coefficients, you can tell alpha into beta is c by a, that is constant term by coefficient of x square. Alpha into beta is 0 into minus 2. 0 into minus 2 is 0. C by a. C is what? 0. 0 by 4. A is 4. 0 by anything is 0. So LHS is equal to RHS. Product of zeros is also verified. Hence, the relationship between zeros and the coefficients of the polynomial is verified. Next question. It is given what? T square minus 15. How can you find zeros of the polynomial? You should make P of t as 0. So P of t is equal to 0. T square minus 15 is equal to 0. So you can write t square minus root 15. 15 can be written as what? Root 15 whole square. T square 15 can be written as root 15 whole square. So it is in the form of a square minus b square. Now you all know that a square minus b square is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. So here it is t square minus root 15 whole square. A is equal to t. If you compare these two, you will get a is equal to t, b is equal to root 15. So you can write t square minus root 15 whole square as a plus b. That means t plus root 15 into t minus root 15 is equal to 0. Now make each term to 0. T plus root 15 is equal to 0. That means t is equal to minus root 15. Next term, t minus root 15 is equal to 0. That means t is equal to plus root 15. First part of the question is over. We found the zeros of the polynomial. What did you get? Minus root 15 and plus root 15. These are the zeros of the polynomial. Now let's verify the relationship. Zeros of the polynomial alpha is equal to plus root 15. Beta is equal to minus root 15. The given question is what? P of t is equal to t square minus 15. Let's compare with general form of the equation. Instead of p of x, let's take p of t is equal to a t square plus bt plus C. Now compare. A is equal to what? 1. B is equal to what? There is no term with coefficient T. Sorry. So there is no term BT here. There is no coefficient of T. There is no T. So B will become 0. C is what? Minus 15. Now let's verify sum of zeros first. Sum of zeros. Alpha plus beta. Using the coefficients of the polynomial, you can tell alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. That means minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Alpha plus beta is root 15 plus root beta is what? Minus root 15. Plus root 15 and minus root 15, you will get 0. Using the coefficients method, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. Minus b is what? 0. By a is 1. 0 by 1 is 0. LHS is equal to RHS. Hence, sum of the zeros is verified. Next, product of zeros. Alpha into beta. Using the coefficients of the polynomial, you can tell alpha into beta is c by a. That is constant term by coefficient of x square. Alpha into beta is what? Root 15 into beta is minus root 15. Plus into minus is minus. Root 15 into root 15 is 15. So alpha into beta is minus 15. Next, c by a. C is what? Minus 15. Minus 15 by a is what? 1. So minus 15 by 1 is minus 15. So LHS is equal to RHS. Hence, product of zeros is also verified. So we are able to verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. Let's solve next question. What is the question given? P of x is equal to 3x square minus x minus 4. First we should find zeros of the polynomial. How can you find zeros of the polynomial? Zeros of the polynomial is the value of x for which p of x is equal to 0. So 3x square minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. So let's use splitting method, that is middle term method. Coefficient of x square is 3. Constant term is what? Minus 4. 3 into minus 4 is minus 12. This minus 12 should be split into two terms such that product should be equal to what? Minus 12. And sum of the numbers should be equal to what? Coefficient of x, which is minus 1. So, minus 12 can be written as what? Let's think. Minus 6 plus 2. 6 2s are 12. So, minus 6 into plus 2. What do you get? Minus 12. If you take sum, minus 6 plus 2, it is minus 4. So, here sum is minus 1. Here it is minus 4. So, this cannot be taken. Let's take minus 4 plus 3. Minus 4 into plus 3. It is minus 12. So product is okay. Now let's do sum. Minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1. Here also it is minus 1. So sum is also okay. Now minus 12 should be split as minus 4 and plus 3. Middle term we should written as minus 4 and plus 3. So 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. 3x square minus 4x. What is common? X is common. So take x outside, 3x. 3x is left in the second term. What is left? X already came outside. So 4 is left. Plus 1 into 3x minus 4. That is equal to 0. In the two terms, if you observe what is common, 3x minus 4 is common. So take 3x minus 4 outside. What is left in the first term? X is left in the second term, plus 1. Now each term should be made equal to 0. 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. 3x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4 by 3. Second term, x plus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 1. So we are able to find the zeros of the polynomial. What did you get? 4 by 3 and minus 1 of the zeros of the polynomial. Now we should find the relationship alpha. We should verify the relationship. Alpha is equal to zeros of the polynomials are alpha is equal to 4 by 3. Beta is equal to minus 1. What is the question given? P of x is equal to 3x square minus x minus 4. Let us compare this with the standard form of the polynomial, quadratic one. Ax square plus bx plus c. So a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 1, c is equal to minus 4. Now first verify some of the zeros. All h's, RH's. Alpha plus beta, then RHS alpha plus beta is equal to what? Based on the coefficients of the polynomial, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, that is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Alpha plus beta is equal to 4 by 3 plus minus 1. So 3 will be the LCM, 4 minus 3. So you get what? 1 by 3. Now alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Minus b is what? Minus 1 by a. A is what? 3. Minus into minus is plus 1 by 3. So LHS is equal to 1 by 3. RHS is equal to 1 by 3. So LHS is equal to RHS. So we are able to verify the sum of the zeros. Now let's verify product of zeros. Product of zeros. Alpha into beta. This is LHS, RHS. Alpha into beta. Using the coefficients of polynomial, what can you tell? Alpha into beta is c by a, that is constant term by coefficient of x square. Alpha into beta is 4 by 3 into minus 1. That means you will get minus 4 by 3. Here using the coefficients, alpha into beta is c by a. C is what? Minus 4. Minus 4 by a is what? 3. So LHS you got minus 4 by 3, RHS you got minus 4 by 3. So LHS is equal to RHS. So we are able to verify the product of zeros also. Hence the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of the polynomial is verified. Thank you for watching the video. Like, share and subscribe.